Hello and welcome to episode 202. Wow, that's a lot. Of the Veeam Community Recap. I am joined with Madalena. Welcome back, Maddie. We had one kind of switched up episode, a special episode after that. Almost normal circumstances. You're at home base. I am not. But how are you doing today?
Good day, Rick, and hello, community. I'm doing great, actually. I was on vacation for a week. That was fantastic. And then a few days in Belgium for a community event. That was also pretty good. And I just got back on Monday and back to business. A lot of things to catch up with, follow up on. But yeah, great. It was great, actually. We were just chatting a little bit earlier about the event in Belgium. I was there with Edwin from our team, and also Didier, one of our vanguards, was there. He was a speaker at the event. Pretty good technical, really enjoyed it. Good to engage with the Microsoft basically community in there. So yeah, nothing much. And you?
It's Maddie on the go. If you didn't know, try keeping
Yeah.
up with her. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm out in the Midwest of the United States. Had a meeting with an analyst yesterday and a partner, and then two customers today, doing the big triangle. But I might get walloped by snow, so we'll see. I don't know if I'll make it home. We'll find out. But things are being good. We didn't get in trouble, at least by you, Maddie, and Sophia's point of view for anything we would have done last week. I had a great episode with Jim and Tyler. That was really fun, by the way.
Yeah, that
So
looked good.
thanks
So
for
glad
letting
that
us
we
break the rules a little bit. So yeah. So okay. Well, let me switch the look here. Now I'm on the road. I'm one screen. I promise everybody I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to mess up some sort of transition, but I'll do my best. All right, let's go first to the screen share. Yes, I messed it up already. And here we are with the first piece of featured content from a new name. Stay tuned, Pablo Aguilar, about how far or how long do we feel our backups are truly secure? Pretty cool topic to get people thinking. He's playing on one of the big integrations, but what caught your eye here, Maddie?
Well, first of all, welcome to the community, Pablo. This is the first time we are mentioning your name, so that's fantastic. And he talks about Veeam integration with Sophos that was announced in 2023, as everyone knows. And I see this post, as a reminder to our community that this integration is out there in case you forgot about it or you haven't heard of it, to consider it as part of your strategy of defense after. So basically, this integration, as Pablo mentions it, combines the Veeam Data Platform with Sophos managed detection and response, and it provides an additional layer of managed detection and response to protect backups from ransomware attacks. So what is Pablo saying in here, basically, is with cyber threats evolving rapidly, the backup security can't just be a set it and forget it strategy. It has to be, of course, an ongoing process. And this is exactly what Veeam and Sophos partnership is. And this is really a game changer in making the backups even more resilient. And immutable backups, offline storage, are great, but then attackers as well are getting smarter. And this integration adds an extra layer of security, and it ensures that your backups kind of remain untouchable. And then he also goes on some of the partnerships benefits, like real-time monitoring, instant alerts, expert intervention within 38 minutes, which is insane. I think there it is. Yeah, and yeah, it says like, hey, this is not just about backup security, it's also about business continuity and fast and efficient recovery. So these are super important benefits of this integration. So great job in this post, Pablo. Thank you for reminding us that this is there and we should all use it.
One thing I'll add, Maddie, is that the Veeam Data Platform has, over the years added so many different cybersecurity, cyber resiliency capabilities. But The MDR is the managed detection and response. That is a function that when an organization thinks about their entire estate of their technology, that is an important, lack of a better word, air coverage. And to really connect the backup with that is really powerful. So Pablo, definitely great share. Thank you for bringing that back up to our attention. And then we will come back to you in a moment. So don't go too far.
Will do.
All right. Sir Michael Paul, one of the best, one of our most favorite, coming up with a new innovation on the Community Hub. I love it. He's got basically a video, kind of like a little podcast situation, 6 minutes and 48 seconds, talking about a really cool topic. This is awesome.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I mean, very short, and he's just giving us a year in review, showcasing the key milestone releases of Veeam Data Cloud for Microsoft 365. And good point in there, Veeam is releasing an update on VDC for Microsoft 365 every 2 weeks. So just keep an eye on it, keep that in mind. And he starts by talking about when the product was released, that it was called Cyrus when we kind of purchased that company, and after it got aligned with all the other products. Since then, Veeam Data Cloud platform, there were a bunch of reporting improvements, including a report scheduler, and Michael Paul is giving us some more details on that. You have to watch the videos for that. He goes over the VDC Express and Premium, the RBAC improvements, and then discussing the new Added Exchange Online public folder support. And obviously, I think it's important for you to watch the video because he's giving details on all these that I just mentioned. And I think it's a great thing to have, Michael, these short videos with updates. And, I think just to keep our community updated on how this evolves is pretty great. And I want to also mention that aligned with this initiative that he just started with the videos, there is going to be a series at the Cloud City where we're going to go in more depth on the product functionality, and you can just ask your questions live. It's going to be every month, last week of the month, at least for 6 months. The first one is going to be the end of February. If you're going to go to events, you're going to see that is already there. That's going to be the first one, but we're going to also mention it next week. So yeah, overall great stuff. And I think we are going to keep on discussing Veeam Data Cloud more and more at Cloud City. So great stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Michael. And in my horrible drawing here, just trying to say, yes, the road to Veeam Data Cloud for where it's going to sit, like in our community, will be Cloud City. Love this quick hit video. And you mentioned, Madi, that Veeam Data Cloud updates every 2 weeks. And I want to just bring to everyone's attention KB 4555. You can remember that one pretty easy. You get like a running list of the big updates of the version every few weeks, I should say, not every 2 weeks. It's casted that's every 2 weeks, but every time there's a build number, you'll get like what's going on. And this is transparent. Nothing is necessary for Veeam Data Cloud customers to, roll up to these new versions. It just goes. But this is the KB that tracks that you mentioned. So good stuff. All right. Thank you, Michael. Next up, I want to bring everyone's attention to a cool post from Steve Hart. Him in the scripts. I love it. He's checking backup job encryption. This is cool.
Yeah, another great PowerShell script from Steve, this time one that helps to check the backup job encryption configuration settings quickly. The script retrieves information for the following Veeam backup jobs types, as he says in there: VMware backup, agent backup, file backup, object storage backup. And of course, there is the GitHub link right there. If you want to try it on, and please, if you do so, leave a comment and let Steve know if it was useful for you. I don't think there is a lot to comment on that. It's just a script that, it could just help you make your life easier. And just thank you very much, Steve, for doing that for us and for sharing it with the larger community. That's always appreciated.
Yes, thank you for this, Stephen. I am more and more recommending people to always encrypt those backups. And and I hate to sound cheeky about it, but it started with our journey to the cloud. I used to say, encrypt your data in the cloud or someone else will do it for you. And that was part a joke, but if you think about how portable a Veeam backup is, that's nowadays pretty serious. So I'm advocating to encrypt backups everywhere, including
Absolutely.
on-prem. And I know that there's going to be some storage efficiency loss with that, but with the cybersecurity risks that are running around, I just feel like you got to protect this data. So anyways, this is a great way, Steve, to check for that. And the PowerShell linked at yet another mighty tool in GitHub. You can pull that down straight away. Good stuff. Thank you, Steve Hart.
Thank you,
All
Steve.
right. Now we're going to go over to the Vanguard blog spotlight and Ben Thomas from New Zealand. Always a fun topic, talking home lab. I love it.
Yeah, totally. And I'm not even sure if this is the first time we are mentioning Ben Thomas, but
We've not, maybe the first in Vanguard blog spotlight. I think we've covered
okay.
him in a recap before.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, Thomas, for this great post. And as you said, he's taking us through the upgrade of his home lab. It seems like this is just the first part. Really like how he gives us some good reasons why one should have a home lab. He says, it is a great way to explore new technologies and build practical skills as well as test real world scenarios. That we always, in our community recaps, we always say, do not try it in your production environment without testing it. So a home lab in this situation comes handy. And of course, why not support personal projects? And then further in the article, Ben discusses the current home lab setup that he has in terms of hardware, software, and some of the challenges he encountered by using the old setup. And after, based on those, he explains what are his goals for his new lab, including enhanced performance and compatibility, and then scalability, flexibility, energy efficiency, cost effectiveness, reliability. So, basically, he's trying to find the new resources that would actually help him achieve these goals. He's in the research phase right now, as far as I understand. So, if you have any suggestions for him, to go ahead and comment below. And if you need some inspiration for creating your home lab, follow Ben to see what he's coming up with, because I'm sure it's going to be something really good. But what's your takeaway on this one? Because I know you enjoy the home lab setups,
Mm-hmm.
Rick.
I do. I do. First of all, this is a solid home lab. I mean, for those who don't know, Ben works at a service provider, right? So he has to think enterprise scale, big, multi-tenant. But this is a really, really solid. I mean, he says it's dated and he needs to update it, but this is a lot of kit. And then here's some requirements of what he's going for, like some, minimum 3 hosts. He's going to go from 4 to 3. Azure Local and VMware Cloud Foundation. It's like he's really trying to bridge, this incredible set of, challenges that he's trying to do, because he's really simulating scale at home. I used to have, I think at one point I had 3 servers at home. He has 4, but they weren't this big. I mean, these are massive machines. So I just love these types of things. So great. Great post here, Ben, and we all will be looking for part 2, choosing and building the right hardware. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh,
Absolutely.
hold on. Let's see. What's he got? Let me just see. What's he got in here? He has one other thing I wanted to see. He had a list of his software. He's using Hyper-V and storage spaces and VMware. Of course, Veeam. Love that. Thank you for the shout. Some networking, some the device management stuff for networks and automation, and then Azure Arc, Azure. Man, he's playing with everything. That's awesome. Good stuff.
Pretty good. Yes. Looking
All
forward
right.
to see what's coming next, Ben.
Yeah,
We'll
indeed.
keep an eye
And
on it.
yeah, and like I don't know, maybe if you want us to promote your GoFundMe to buy all this, just let us know.
Yeah, Ben, I have an idea. Why don't you also share it on the community hub, some of these, tips and tricks on how to create this home lab? I think that would be cool and very educational for our community.
Got it. All right. So we're going to round up with three kind of upcoming events around the community. We are going to start with, I believe it's Africa French speaking user group, Back to the Roots with Fortuné and Christophe. We're going to host up a really cool, architecture demos. Fortuna is really great passion here. Good pre-registration already. So this will be a good one.
Yeah, that's totally great. And Back to the Roots, the Essentials of VBR is part of a series as well. I think we are planning for 6 months now. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be every month or if it's going to be every 2 months. We'll have to check it out with Fortune, but that's the plan. And this is just the first one of this series. And why not start with Back to Roots, right? And this
Indeed.
is going to be next Thursday, February 20th, and it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern European Standard Time. That's a 10 a.m. set time.
It's
So,
redomiciled to my time in the Midwest. My schedule's open. Might as well book it.
well, what, 3 a.m.? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
nothing's going on.
Good
Awesome.
timing.
Welcome, Fortuna. By the way, first V100 member from Cameroon, if I'm remembering correctly.
He's a
As a
VUG leader. Yeah,
VUG
he's
leader, like
VUG
the,
leader. He's
the
nothing.
above and beyond, the above
Mhm.
and beyond VUG leaders, we pull them into the 100.
Yes.
So
Yes,
good job,
exactly.
Fortuna. Thank you so much.
Great
All right,
stuff.
next up, UK. I don't have to translate the page. Yay. This is, we got Mark, Ian, Dean, and Neil from, looks like from Wasabi, going to talk about keeping data safe from bad things. I love it. This is good stuff.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know, for the ones that don't know Rick, maybe we should just say that Mark Boothman is one of our new UK VUG UK leaders as well as a legend. Because Craig, the ex
Oh, right.
VUG
He
leader,
went
he
to
got
Veeam,
hired
right?
by Veeam. Now we have a new leader. So looking forward to this collaboration with Mark. He's really technical, really great guy. And I'm pretty sure he's going to do an amazing job. And this event is the first one he's hosting. So fantastic. It's also on the 20th, same day as.
Oh, I could just do both.
Yes, exactly. You can do this one as well. 4 a.m. Open agenda.
Yeah. It's right after. Why
Yeah.
not?
So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, it's gonna be great. Thank you, Mark, for putting this together. Thank you, Ian, for supporting, and thank you the guests
Neil. Yeah.
for being
Yeah. Awesome.
available.
Good stuff. Love these as well to keep them moving and bringing individual topics that, pop up in the regions. Good stuff. And then a new user group, and we're back with Pablo. The VUG Argentina has been born.
Yes, and congratulations, Pablo, for taking on this role. And yeah, I want to thank Esteban as well for putting us in touch with Pablo. But it's great to have Pablo as a VUG Argentina leader. He's also involved with the VMware leadership, so that's great. He's already a community person. He understands community. And as we are expanding, and trying to get more presence in the Latin America. This is just one of the country VUGs that we are opening, and more is going to follow. We are working with the teams in there, and hopefully we're going to have more presence because as you know, we have the VUG Latam group, but I feel like everyone kind of wants their own VUG
Mm-hmm.
group, and they want to have that feeling of belonging, which makes total sense. I had those conversations in APJ. I had that conversation. I had it in Latam, and it seems like it's pretty aligned. Um, that kind of feeling. So yeah, happy to have a new group at the community hub and looking forward to work with Pablo. I'm sure in the next few months we can also have an event in here. He's already, as you can see, active in here. He's acting um, in the blogs and podcast category, so that's fantastic. Great to have you, Pablo.
Indeed. Love it. Good stuff. And Argentina is one of our stronger Latin American markets. I know when I would go, it was always Brazil and Argentina, so it's good to see Argentina kind of coming up to that next level.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Madi, for picking the roster. See, told you I'd messed it up. But we do have Who's New this week. And thank you, Sophia. We have plus 66, a couple of fun ones in here. If we do it every week, it's not 200. So we got plus 66 this week. So good looking group here. This one's kind of funny. I think that's funny. Alex Payne says, and I have no idea what. This is cool. No idea what Sophia.
Mac.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, I know who this guy is.
Boise.
I know who that guy is. I'm gonna have to heckle him later, but we'll do that.
Okay.
All right. So coolest usernames are these 4 good picks. I kind of like. I made the list a little bit adjusted here, so I put. I think these 2 down here. I put those on the list, but cool usernames. And then the Alfred's pick this week is going to Alex Payne says. I think that's just hilarious. So good stuff. Welcome everyone. I mean, it's kind of cheeky, everyone, when I do the Who's New and stuff, but it really comes down to just some of the funny names that people put. It's really hilarious. We like to look to see, first of all, who's joining, but then secondly, we don't like heavily process, but we just look at like the emails, right? We want to see, like, are they customers? Are they prospects? Well, we don't actually go do that. We just see they could be a customer, but I'm also looking for the competition, right? Because they sneak in here looking for the foes.
It's also important to see, what regions are people coming from, like where we should go and expand the community reach. And these are all important, factors and data that we look at. So yeah, it's not only for competition. Don't scare everyone now.
Yeah. Well, I just want to know. And then also I'll see some of the analysts that I talk to on like a official capacity, though their organizations or even some of the individual ones will show up. It's just interesting visibility. So anyways, Madi, thank you so much for curating everything here today. I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure as always. Always good to keep informed myself.
I tell you, it does keep us informed. That's for sure. And I love seeing kind of what's kind of priorities of the people. We see the priorities of Veeam all the time. Mm-hmm. And then thank you, Sophia, for the Who's New. I'll be back in normal circumstances next week. Could we possibly have a regular recap?
Let's see.
Let's see.
You never know.
No, that's true. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time, I think, on 203.